Hello student, today we will revise chapter 12 electricity and circuits. So student, in this chapter we already learned about electricity and currents. It means we use some circuits and draw some diagrams and also use some uh, symbol for like a cell, battery, wire, many etc. So now today we will revise through an question answer. So here is, you can see that we use a dry cell word. So student, dry cell word used for battery or power. So we use power, it means 2 or 3 power we use as a one battery, one cell. So now first question, what is the direction of flow of current in a dry cell? So student, we know that always current flows in a closed circuit from positive terminal to negative terminal. Name the positive terminal of dry cell. So the answer is carbon rod with a metal cap on it. We see some power, some battery, student. So upper part of the battery and inside carbon rod with metal cap on it. It means lead of metal cap are connected to a carbon rod. Now next question, name the negative terminal of a dry cell. It means zinc metal plate. On the carbon rod metal cap is always zinc metal plate, so it called a negative terminal of a dry cell. Next question, what is dry cell? So it is device which converted chemical energy into electrical energy. It means student, in a battery we use carbon rod. So carbon rod is always like chemical energy. It's called chemical, and when we start current, electricity, so it converted chemical energy into electrical energy. Next question, what is solar cell? A device which converts solar energy into electrical energy is called solar cell. So solar cell generally used in a torch, in bulb, in a street light, and is converted solar energy into electrical energy, and its cell gets solar energy from the sun. Next question, what is open circuit? So the answer is an electric circuit in which electrical contact at any point is broken is called open circuit. It means student, when we joint circuit, make a circuit, so anywhere some problems are created, and if some short circuit in a circuit, so this type of circuit is called open circuit. Next question, write one use of insulators. So student, we know that what is insulators. So insulators, it means it does not allow electricity, it does not allow currents. So this type of materials are called insulators. So insulators are used in making switchboards, handles of testers, screwdrivers, many etc. Next question, what is the name of thin wire in the electric bulb? So we know that student, wire type, thin wire type structure inside the electric bulb, so is called filament of electric bulb. Now next question, mention two advantages of a dry cell. So first is it converts chemical energy into electrical energy. So we know that student, whenever we start any material like torch, battery, so many materials, so it convert chemical energy into electrical energy. Second advantage is it is light and small in size. So student, it has a light weight. So we easily move one place to another place, and sometimes we carry with us, and the size of it is very small, so we put it anywhere. Next question, draw a diagram showing the two terminals of a bulb. Student, here you can see that torch bulb, and in which inside bulb you can see that a thin wire type structure is called its filament, and it's two terminals, so it's a next end you can see that it's called terminals. Next, draw the circuit diagram for operating a bulb with the help of a dry cell. So student, you remember that in the chapter we already do this activity with one cell, one safety pin, bulb, and wires. So here you can see that student this diagram, and try to understand it, and also try to draw the diagram of this circuit. So when we start key, it means when we joint free end of safety pin to the wire, at that time bulb close. So it's a open circuit, not closed circuit. Okay. Next, define conductors and insulators, and also give one example of each. So student, we know that conductor means that is easily allow the passage of current through it. It means a material which allow current to pass through them, so is called conductor. Here example you can see that aluminum or any metal. So I think almost all the metals are allow the currents, they allow electricity. Next, insulator. An insulator is that which does not allow the passage of current through it. It means materials which does not allow the current pass through them is called insulator. For example, rubber. It means we use rubber for a handle of pen, handle of screw gauge, handle of electric tester. So rubber is a insulator of electricity. Next question, identify conductors and insulators from the following. So student, here you can see that there are many examples, and in which some are conductors and some are insulators. So you can see that copper wire, pencil lead are the conductors of electricity, and eraser, paper, matchstick, polythene are the example of insulators. Next question, give one activity to prove that air is an insulator. So student, to perform one activity to prove that air is an insulator of electricity. So for that student, take an electric circuit, keep the terminals unconnected in the air, the bulb do not glow, as air is an insulator and does not allow the current to flow through it. So we know that student, when we put any bulb in air, so it does not glow because air is insulator. Next question, in any electric circuit, when the switch is on and the current flows through it, why do the wire, switch, bulb or device become hot? So student, we know that in this type of any structure, it means mechanical structure also converted one energy into another energy, and that's why all the materials are become very hot. So this is because electric energy change into heat energy. Next question, the headlight of a car have reflectors behind the bulb. So what is the function of reflectors? The reflector help in reflecting the light into a focused area. So student, you know that what is the uses of headlights or reflectors? in the vehicles, because it reflector help in reflecting the light into the focused area. Next question, if you touch an electric wire carrying current, you get a shock. But if on the same wire the birds sit, they do not get any shock current. Explain why. So, students, sometimes we see that many birds are sitting on the electric pole, electric wire, but they do not shocked. They do not get shock. Then what is the reason? When we hold the wire carrying current, then the circuit is closed and the current flows from our body and enters earth. But the birds sitting on the same wire do not get any current as the circuit is not complete. If the bird touches the earth wire, it will also die due to electric shock. So this is the reason for that why birds sit and they do not get any shock. Okay student, so watch this video carefully and revise it well, and also try to understand the concept of this lesson. Thank you.